into a movement. This music had molded me into a person in tune with the rhythms that surrounded me. The haters started doubting me, but no one could attempt to be the person I was bound to be. Now I'm grown with no intention to stop, dropping knowledge like a nervous librarian, while kicking veteran flows. It's better than most, selling out shows. Never forget my past, cause it wasn't so long ago. I was broke, choking on herb, writing words in my palm. Keeping calm, cause a level head will always keep you strong. This long road, chasing the gold, but getting silver. I went back to the grind since mama ain't raised a quitter. I'll be damned if I give in, after all that I put in. Gassed up on inspiration and sparked the ignition. Peeled off, navigated my way through the dark, and never fallen a victim to people disguised as sharks, Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin. Allowed to make mistakes, cause damn, I'm only human, right? Chasing the light like it's calling to me. No matter how much you try, there's nobody else that can do me. Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin. Allowed to make mistakes, cause damn, I'm only human, right? Chasing the light like it's calling to me. No matter how much you try, there's nobody else that can do me. Life under pressure has me learning every single day, changing my ways to escape this phase, riding the waves, hope it takes me to a different place than where I'm at. Finally made it out, but then them problems try to pull me back, until that mindset that never lets go. They hate to see you rise, so they keep you below. Instead I float on the hands of my fans during the show, stacking dough, so my family will never have to be poor. Putting in work, I always strive to be perfect, knee deep in the game without even scratching the surface, searching for purpose in this puzzling game. The struggle.
I love you.
You're gonna call me.
Okay,
Stop being cute. Ew, wait, why am I... Here, wait.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, the cameras have been adjusted. Wait, oh my god, what has happened? Oh, now I have to fix it. Oh no, I've got to fix it. This is so sad.
Yeah. Okay, I can hear us.
You can hear us? I sure hope so.
Yes,
Oh.
and I see us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
I'll deliver you.
You're not even in here anymore. That's crazy. Where did you go? Okay, there you are. That works out. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, oops. I've done it. Oops. Oh. Where are you? I found you. That's fine. Wait. Wait. I'm just resizing.
You know, we love the technical difficulties.
No, it happens every time. Oh my god. This is awful. It's funny, but oh, hey Ethan.
Hey.
Wait. Am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy. Where doth thou?
I don't think so.
Where doth thou go?
It could be.
Oh.
It's this.
Okay, wait, pause. How?
There you go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fixed it.
Technical difficulties all around, man.
Oh, yeah. But it makes it 10 times funnier than it could have been. So really, is it even... Is it even technical at this point? I feel like it's just difficult. It's just difficult. Okay. God dog. This feels like it took about 3 years off of my lifespan, and that's okay. It's just...
That's okay.
Not ideal, you know? It's okay! It's not the vibe. Okay. I think it's good.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Peep.
We the peeps out here.
Our peeps.
All the peeps in the crib, ma. Dropping like it's hot.
Yeah, so I don't know. Breezy, what do you want to say about this as, the very first episode ever?
As the very first episode ever, welcome to my new favorite addiction. I mean, yours, not mine, but we can do it together. It's going to be a joint experience where we're all going to laugh and maybe cry a little bit. Definitely be outraged in someone's behalf.
Yes.
Yeah, someone. Someone.
Yeah. We are doing Romance Edition. Love 'em or leave 'em.
Yes.
And I have the honor of the first story.
Yes.
This is from Am I Overreacting on Reddit. And the username is Love Like Jesus Christ. So let's get into this. As you can see, there's this image of a hat that says beachy. It looks like it was hand painted, potentially. Okay. Am I overreacting? So my mom got my wife a birthday gift. My mom doesn't like my wife. She has told her to leave me before. My wife's birthday is late January. My wife also just delivered our firstborn child. Aw. My mom bought her this hat and a wine glass, which was broken in the bottom of the gift bag. My mom claims that she thought this hat would be a good idea because y'all like the beach and riding in your Jeep. Again, it's January, and for the context, we rarely go to the beach. When I said, why would she need a wine glass? She just gave birth. She says, well, she could drink tea out of it. This is also not the first time. Earlier in my wife's pregnancy, my wife told my mom the smell of alcohol makes her feel sick. My mom then tried to give me alcohol and encourage me to drink. This is the first and only time they've ever encouraged me to have alcohol. They are a very strict no alcohol family. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my voice for some reason. My wife told her she couldn't eat deli meats during pregnancy. My mom then buys a giant charcuterie board for our anniversary. My wife's still pregnant at the time. What are y'all's thoughts? Is this truly an innocent gift like my mom pretends? She got extremely defensive when I told her these gifts pissed me off. I just can't shake the optics of someone asking my wife where she found her hat and she responds, oh, my mother-in-law got it for me. This just seems to be a pattern, and since my mom is pretending like I'm a bad guy, I'm coming to this group to see am I the asshole.
That's crazy. Imagine your mother gifting your wife things she knows she either dislikes, can't stand, or physically cannot be around right now.
Talk about the hat in general, like the picture of it.
Like,
I
it's
don't know
giving.
what their style is, but like that's giving old woman at the beach level.
It's
Like
giving
I don't
disgusting.
see someone our age wearing it. And it's not even like a cute hat.
Okay, look, I'm a little biased. I do love some pink, but you're not wrong. It's an amalgamation of color.
Yeah.
Only for it to be beachy? She knows what she was trying to say.
Beachy.
She knows what she was trying to say.
Yeah.
Beachy? It's giving.
Beachy.
It's not even a cute hat. Like, you know, she went out of her way to find that hat. Because who is selling it? That's what I want to know. Oh, yeah, it's
People
definitely
who want to get passive aggressive gifts.
It's late millennial vibes.
Oh my gosh. Don't scroll
Goodness.
down because we don't want that word on the screen.
What am I not scrolling down for? Uh-oh.
There's a bunch.
Look,
Of
even Ket is ready
not
for
nice
it.
word.
Come on, even Ket in the chat is ready for this. He said we should totally take a little look-see.
Hello. Ket. Radio? I'm gonna call you radio. I'll take the first half.
That's fair. That's
Breezy
fair.
gets
That's fair. Okay, do you want the first half of group farting or
the group, yes.
Alright, I'll call him farting. That's so ridiculous. I love it. Okay, wait. If I scroll down fast enough, will I pass it by?
Yes, you just need to get past the pictures. It's very not nice words on hats.
I already saw those. I scrolled down and looked at them. I'm sorry. Oh man, because look, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
If you're a country gal, you're a country gal.
Yeah, no, I don't think the person is overreacting at all.
Yeah, no, it's actually entirely fair.
That's a lot.
It is a very much lot. Like, they didn't even have to. As my old Gramps used to say, "Hio de playa." I don't I don't know what that means, but they're not overreacting. Your mom is on one. Throw the crap out and get your wife something nice. Don't let your mother ruin her mood. That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
looked
saw
the
it.
trap card.
We saw it.
We don't promote that word.
We don't promote it. I mean, I feel like beachy might be my new next term that I use. I normally just call them biscuits, but this might be far more
I like
entertaining,
biscuits.
right? It's just soft, fluffy, a little crisp on the outside, but not everyone's a good biscuit.
Yeah. Yeah, if Ethan's mom got this for me, I would cry.
Yeah, but your
Like, straight
husband's
up.
mother isn't awful. She's not out to get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Also, you brought it up and I just kind of skipped by it. The trying to have negative things for the wife multiple times.
Yes. That's actually crazy.
The charcuterie board,
Like
where
she
can't
just
have
told
deli
you.
meats.
She just told you she can't have deli meats right now. That's and it's
The
she
mom
does
may get the drink.
she told her that she can't stand the smell of alcohol, and she's like, okay, perfect. The very same man that you like to kiss at night, guess what? I'm gonna try and feed him all the alcohol I can, just so you have to smell it, so you get to smell it on his breath. That's diabolical. She went next level. She was thinking on that one hard. No, that the mom needs to be disposed of.
Yes.
God, dog.
Okay. Well, that was our first story. Great
Yeah.
send off.
Oh, but his mom thinks she's being clever with the types of gifts and behaviors. She's being passive aggressive and cruel, and she thinks that since technically seem okay on the surface to outsiders, and that if your wife says anything, she'll sound ungrateful. That's sounding like she's clocking her hard.
I would personally not. I would just not have the mother-in-law in the life.
Right? No. As soon as she disrespected the wife, that's when you just get her out of there.
Yeah.
Throw her in the bin. Not to say get rid of your mom, but get rid of your mom.
Get rid of your mom.
Partially a joke, but also, is it a joke? Oh, man. All right. So our very next one is, am I the asshole for refusing to pay more of the rent and bills? Okay, this is going to be a tough one. My girlfriend and I have been together for 5 years. That's 5 whole years, gang. She's had trouble with anxiety, especially around work, which has caused her to move jobs a few times. Her current job is one she's wanted for a while, and she's had it for a year. Things started well, then her anxiety came back, so she's had a lot of sickness. She qualifies from her qualification in a couple of months and will be getting a €350 pound, I don't know, a month pay raise after tax. She's talking about reducing her hours and going part-time and only working 3 days a week. This would end up with her earning $250 to $300 a month less instead of $350 more. She mentioned if she did this, I'd need to pay a higher percentage of the bills. I mentioned to her that I don't really want to be paying more just because she's choosing to go part-time. She shrugged, and I just said if she goes part-time, she'll still have to pay her share of the bills. She said that's not fair since she'll be on less money, but I just pointed out she shouldn't be making financial decisions that negatively affect me and expecting me to just agree. She again said that I wasn't being reasonable, but I just said I expect her to pay her share. Am I the asshole for refusing to consider paying more of the rent and bills? You know what? I'm gonna be that person for a second. Don't make me root for a man.
I kind of think they both suck.
Yeah, like, I feel like if you know she needs the help, you should step up. But that's on the consensus that you were spoken to about it, right? You agreed to it. That's what you want to do versus she just told you that that's going to happen, which isn't fair.
Yeah. That's really difficult because I am very much a firm believer in if someone makes more, they do more percentage of the bills. Yeah. But it doesn't sound like the girlfriend talked about going down to part-time. It doesn't sound like they made a plan before this happened.
There was no plan.
Yeah, she just kind of chose to do it.
That's the weirdest hardest part. She didn't even ask first. I guess she decided that asking for forgiveness was better than asking for permission. Dang, this very first one makes a really solid point.
Yeah.
Ask her if you quit your job, would she be paying the full rent?
I
The answer's
mean,
no.
I think they need to communicate more. I don't necessarily
Oh,
think
yeah.
either one is being an asshole, but I think I think in her head, because if this was me in the situation, I would be like, oh, I would pay the rent if he lost his job, if he quit his job.
Mhm. Very true.
So it could be like they've been together for 5 years though. So why would you
Right?
not communicate this
5
kind of thing?
years. You've had 5 years to learn if you didn't already.
Oh, oh,
Like, that's crazy.
that's
Well,
crazy.
Littlest Fig still thinks he's not the asshole. She shouldn't be making household decisions without including you, especially as it relates to your own finances. Aside from working fewer hours, what else is she doing to manage her mental health? Is she in therapy, taking medications, or working on other healthy coping mechanisms? They've had chronic anxiety their entire life and also have bipolar disorder, and as much as they would like to have worked fewer hours, that was never a realistic solution. You gotta learn to manage your symptoms while also adulting.
Ooh, I don't like this comment.
Like, don't get me
This is
wrong,
not the.
that's. Oh, continue.
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear.
So this comment that I do not like, because I think it's just trying to make things worse. Not that asshole. My answer would be suck it up, Buttercup. If she has anxiety about work, imagine anxiety. If she's homeless because she can't afford her bills, wouldn't she be using the apartment slash house more since she's not at work and therefore needs to pay more of the bills? Just turning her logic around. If she can't pay her share, she needs to move somewhere she can. Maybe back with mommy and daddy so she doesn't have to pay her bills. She sounds like an entitled brat.
The back with mommy and daddy would have had me reeling. I'm sorry, what?
The suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, no. They sound like somebody's stepdad who just wants to be a dick.
Yes.
That's someone's stepdad.
Someone come get your stepdad off of Reddit.
Come get your stepdad, bro. He's trying to put people in the dryer. I always think of that. Oh man. But yeah, no, that's crazy. I feel like he made every attempt, he or she, suspicious COD 1090, made every attempt to belittle the woman in this situation. Which is kind of
Yes.
wild. Like, again, I'm not saying it's okay to thrust upon your partner that they suddenly have to pick up more slack, especially finance wise, because that is such a hard line to walk in this economy when you need two incomes just to survive. But at the same time, it's like, yes, when it comes down to health, mental health, physical health, just general health, it's a tricky situation because you need what you need, but it's better to communicate those needs versus just going, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." That's
Also,
that's where it gets a bit iffy.
I think it depends on how much more she's asking him to pay.
Yeah, that one too. Because if it's only like an extra $100, look, 100's the limit. I'm gonna be real with you because I feel like on any given circumstance, you should have at least 100 left to spare, whether or not you're saving or you have just a lot of big responsibilities. 100 is a reasonable number. Higher than that is asking for a bit much. Like I said, in this economy.
Yeah. Also, is she going part-time to look for another job?
Yeah, that too. Like, what is her intentions with going part-time? Is this going to be a forever thing or is this a for now thing?
Is she in school? Is she needing to cut down so that she can focus on school?
Yeah, that too. Because I feel like there could be a little bit more context here,
Yeah.
Because 3
But
days a week. Mm. Mm. I mean, if she's being physically sick, right? Because it does say that this anxiety is
yeah.
causing her physical illness. Like, I feel like that feels like valid enough reasoning. Granted, also, if your anxiety is that bad, especially in conjunction with your job, right? Say part
Yes.
of the intense anxiety is coming from having to go to this 9 to 5 you have every day, might be time to switch careers, right? And maybe that would help a little bit. And instead of having to go down to 3 days out of the week, you could stay to the same schedule. It would just be less hurtful to you.
Also be something else going on, right?
Mhm.
Like, I feel like it couldn't just be the job if she's getting physically ill with
Right?
anxiety.
Like, I'm talking
So,
physically.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, that actually hurts the soul.
Do you guys have any thoughts, Mr. Group and Mr. Radio or
Mr. Farting?
Mrs.?
Dearest farting. Wait, have you ever seen that one comedian who his dad was, I think it was Southeast Asian, something like that, and he would pronounce 40 as farting?
No.
Yeah. It was amazing because as he was telling that story, he was pronouncing it the same way. Oh man, I was in stitches. I love watching comedy specials. They make me happy.
I do like comedy specials.
Mhm.
If
Well, let me
only I
get
was
prepared.
funnier.
Let me get prepared for the next story.
Okay. This one is a little bit longer.
Sorry.
Okay, this is from 3 years ago. Am I the asshole for calling out my boyfriend's best friend, and his girlfriend for trying to break us up? I, 21 female, and my boyfriend, 20 male, have been dating for almost a year. When I met his friends, there was one I didn't like because he reminded me of my ex, who is physically, verbally, and emotionally abusive. Dang. I saw him, Dan, yell at, belittle, and even make his girlfriend throw up during arguments. I kept my distance and tried to remain civil for my boyfriend, but it was pretty clear that I wasn't a fan. A few months ago, Dan's girlfriend, Anne, and I went to dinner together on a Friday. We had a nice time and both went on our way. Our ways? Out of our ways? I thought nothing of it until the next Monday when my boyfriend texted me out of the blue asking why I thought it was so funny to start arguments with him just because he's kind and will normally let me win. I was confused and told him I didn't like fighting with him and asked where this was coming from. He told me Dan and Anne called to tell him that when Anne and I had dinner, I had said something like, "It's so fun to start fights with him because he's too nice to do anything about it." Furious, I told him I said nothing like that and asked why he thought it was okay to make things up and question my character behind my back. He told me he never believed it in the first place and would back me 100% on whatever I needed or however I wanted to deal with it. After clearing things up with him, I thought one of them might reach out to me to talk about it, but they never did. I realized I could have texted them too, but I was pretty hurt, and at the time, it didn't feel like that was my responsibility. Our mutual friend and I met for coffee a while later and told me that Anne was upset with me for telling her what had happened and was talking about me behind my back yet again. Or back again. I decided to send Anne a text to clear the air. I apologized for telling our mutual friend and explained I had no ill will, that I wasn't sure who had started the rumor or twisted my words, but it didn't matter. I just wanted to get everything out in the open and explain why it hurt that no one came to me or seemed to feel sorry about it. She responded telling me that neither of them have anything to apologize for, thanked me for apologizing, then scolded me for trying to ruin a friendship that's been around before us. I told her why I felt disrespected by her and Dan and explained that I wasn't trying to ruin any friendships because my boyfriend is fully capable of choosing his friends. She took offense to me explaining my issues with Dan, told me I owe her even more apologies and need to do some serious self-reflection. even after I gave multiple examples since she asked me what they even did. I was a bit harsh with Anne because they tried doing this before to get my boyfriend to dump me, and I was sick of the meddling. I could have been nicer about it. I tried to in the first place, but Anne said they had nothing to be sorry for. It felt like I was having to prove myself to people who didn't even know me and aren't a part of my relationship. So, am I the asshole for calling them on their BS since no one will?
Hell no, that's entirely valid. Also, one of my good friends was in the chat trying to hang, but it wasn't Hollow Knight, so they didn't want to stay. That's sad. Big sad. But no, seriously, that is wild. Imagine somebody you know constantly working to undermine you and your relationship for reasons unbeknownst to yourself. And it's a consistent thing.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
It's the fact that Dan and Anne are making stuff up to start these fights.
It's like if it were true, it'd be a different scenario, right? Like if I really said it and you were, bothered or confused by my words, okay, dope, we can talk about it. But you're making it up. You're coming up with all these scenarios that never happened. All for some narrative you're trying to spin.
You need to do some serious self-reflection.
Like,
that's
in asking what they did, like, you don't know what you did. You know. There is no way you don't. It was intentional. That's how I know you have a clear idea.
Yeah.
Oh?
That's a lot.
Man, okay. It's from 3 years ago. But am I crazy to not be seeing any comments? What? Here, wait.
It just might be. There's one comment, not the household. They tried to start stuff and got called out.
Got called out, so sucks to suck. Happened how it happened. That's still so crazy, though. Like, why would you be friends with somebody you obviously know is unhinged? They are unhinged. That's what you call that. You call that insanity. And together, no wonder they go together very well. These characters, Dan and Anne.
Yeah.
They were meant to be.
I just also, I want to know what the motive is behind them trying to break them up.
It feels like the best friend, right, of the boyfriend was probably like, yo, I want my boy back. And she's like, actually, I hate her anyway. Let's get rid of her. And then decided to take it to the flippin' court. God dog. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. That
insanity.
That's just wild.
Mind you, look, the post is from Fred's Mystery Machine. First off, I love that name because we're trying to solve a mystery here. Why did they do that?
Yeah.
I like that.
Fred, we need you to come back and explain.
Like, Fred, please. Update to who? God dog. All right, well,
I wonder if they're still friends.
I sure hope not. If the boyfriend's still friends with these people, I think it's time to drop him too, you know? Know him, know his friends. Peace of mind.
Yes. Dan and Anne.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, who's Dan and who's Anne?
I feel like I'm Anne. Like, let's get real. We know I'm an instigator.
I'm Dan the man.
Dan the man. And then I'm Anne. The antagonist. Get it? Sorry.
But
oh my god. I was proud of that too, just so you know.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. All right. Because we don't have any comments on that other one. Moving on. This guy lost on my time on Am I the Asshole? He's asking, am I the asshole because I asked my husband for help? Well, probably she. Yep, I'm correct. I, 45 female, have been married for about 7 years to a man the same age. I've always known who he is. I never asked him to do much because when I do, it's an argument. Case in point, a few years ago, he started talking about wanting a dog. I did not. I love dogs, but I could see this dog becoming my responsibility as my husband is just lazy and not interested in doing much beyond his job. Fast forward a couple years. We've had the dog for about 2 years, and the entire time I've been the one taking him for a walk, feeding him, buying his food, making the vet visits, basically doing all the mental and physical work. Occasionally, he will take her to the dog park or to a friend's house, but essentially, it's the dog and me. Husband has finally gotten into the habit of feeding the dog, but will still forget a couple times a week. If asked to take the dog out before he leaves for work, husband says he doesn't have time. But here's the thing. Husband lays in bed for hours on his phone before getting out of bed. This morning, I just didn't want to do anything with the dog, but he was begging to be ran, so I played ball for a bit. When I came back inside, I went to my husband and asked him if he could please help me with the dog in the morning. This conversation is nothing new. We've had it several times before. I've asked for help and told him multiple times I don't have it in me to be the only one taking care of this dog. Again, I love dogs, but ours needs a lot of attention and exercise, and I just don't have the capacity for it because I work full time, do all the house chores, grocery shopping, paying bills, etc. So this morning, I'm asking him to please be a little more helpful in the morning with the dog. I go to the kitchen to start doing the dishes from the meals I cooked yesterday. He comes in and asks where the dog is. I said he's outside. My husband then tells me I'm guilt tripping him, and why would I do that if I'd already run the dog? I said, I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from because it's too much for me and it has been for years. I didn't tell him that. Just asked how I was guilt tripping him. He said because I'd already run the dog, then told him how I felt that was guilt tripping. I said, okay. He left the house without saying anything. Am I the asshole? She said no in the beginning. She literally said no, she doesn't want a dog. He decided to get a dog anyway.
I bet he is friends with Dan and Ann.
He probably is. And, maybe we need to rehome the husband and keep the dog. Rehome the husband, keep the dog.
Honestly, it sounds like a child.
It is. It's a child that doesn't want to take care of their own dog.
Being to a child.
Yeah. Like, again, you work a full-time job. You come home to cook dinner, do all of the household chores, and take care of a dog you didn't even want. You said no. You said you don't want a dog. And guess what? Now you're taking care of this dog because he's too lazy to do it. Why? Rehome the man, keep the dog. Come on.
Yeah. That's awful.
Right?
Also, it sounds like she didn't want the dog. At all.
None. She didn't want it.
Oh.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, this throwaway Pato says, yes, the asshole, to yourself if you keep putting up with this and expect something different. He likes his easy life where you cook and clean and take care of the dog. You asked him to pull some of your shared household weight, and he whined about you guilting him. If he feels guilty, good, because he should feel bad for being asked for the bare minimum and still not doing it. He's still not doing it. That's sad.
Oh, I like this one. Why do you all stay with these low-value men? Not the asshole, but he is a giant one.
Yeah. Low value is such a good descriptor. I love it. What the hell? Oh my god. The very next comment says, not the asshole. You do realize if/when you ever get sick, this man will 100% abandon you just like he did the dog.
Whoa.
Right? Like, oh my god. Why are you with this man? You cannot count on him for basic minimalist items. And then they quoted, I knew who he was, and so I don't ask him for things. Babe, it's not too late to raise your standards. Studies have shown it is better to be alone than in a toxic relationship. That's a burn, and I love it.
Yeah. What if she just got rid of the dog? I'm not for, animal shelters aren't always great or whatever.
I mean, I would have already
sent the dog. But if he is not willing to take care of the dog, she could get rid of them.
Yeah, that would have been my first thing. I would have waited a good year for him to be attached, make sure that he's attached. And I wouldn't get rid of the dog entirely. I would send it to a friend's house so that they can watch the dog for say week, 2 weeks, and when he finally asks, "Hey, where's the dog?" "Oh, I got rid of the dog since you didn't want to take care of him." You didn't want to take care of him. That's not my dog. So I got rid of him. What about it? You want him back? You need to do the work then.
Yeah, that's rough. And I'm a
It's
dog
big
lover.
rough.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
dog. She's in by my toes, but yeah,
But at the same time,
that's not
if
fair
you
to the
had not
dog either.
Exactly. He probably thinks that woman is his owner. He probably thinks she's the owner, not him. And that's
Yeah.
even worse because she didn't even want him. And not to, look, you end up with what you end up. They become your children anyway. I have 2 cats that I didn't want, but they're mine now. It's just, in the grand scheme of things, he should be picking up slack. If he
Yeah.
forced a situation, he should pay the consequences of said situation. He should deal with his consequences.
I feel bad for her because
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine like how the comments said her being sick.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I bet the house is destroyed by the end of it.
Oh God, it would be so bad. Like, imagine her coming off of like maybe a 3 to 7 day sickness, down and out. She's been like hurling or something, right? Going through the woodwork, only to wake up from this haze that the sickness has caused to see a dirty house, a dog that's been not taken care of. Like, it's probably as emaciated as she's gonna be. Only to
Yeah.
see your husband laying up next to you, having not done a thing during that entire exchange. Like, you didn't even give me my medicine. Oh, he better
Yeah.
rue the day she comes out alive on the other end of that sickness, you know?
That's yeah.
Because it would
Ugh.
be, you know what they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. It would get
All
pretty rough
right.
eventually.
Are you ready for a doozy of a one?
A doozy? Yeah, I'm ready for a doozy.
Okay.
Don't get me
Am I the
excited.
asshole for opening up the relationship after my girlfriend cheated? This is from 7 years ago, and it's from Am I the Asshole? So about 3 weeks ago, I woke up in the morning to the sound of my girlfriend's phone vibrating against my bedside table, and I see that it's Kay, we'll call him, calling. Kay and my girlfriend have had an on and off romantic history, and while she's never blatantly stated that she wants to go back to him, she reminisces about the good times they had together more than I'd like to remember. Needless to say, I'd always suspected something happened on the side between them, and I finally decided that I needed some answers. I quickly picked up the phone off the table and went in the other room while my girlfriend was still asleep and answered it. Sure enough, it was Kate, and all I asked him was if he wanted my girlfriend back. He admitted he did and that they had indeed been seeing each other on the side for a long time, but said that nothing of the sexual nature had taken place. BS. Fed up, I told him it was cool and to go ahead and continue seeing my girlfriend, but not to relay this call to her as I would deal with our problems myself and didn't need more trust issues. He agreed. So I continued my relationship with my girlfriend because she's pretty hot and good in bed and and opened some things on the side as well. But just a couple days ago, I decided to get into something serious with one of my side things and obviously needed to call it quits with the current girlfriend. So I just told her the truth that she didn't make me happy anymore and that I found someone else. My girlfriend got mad that I was cheating, but then I brought up that I know and have evidence of her infidelity too. Then she started sobbing, claiming that her and Kay are just friends, blah blah. And after she said that, I was just done, so I left her apartment and am currently ghosting her to the best of my ability. But when I confide in my philosophical friend about this incident, he said 2 wrongs don't make a right, and that my evidence was shoddy. So now I'm here, and I think I'm perfectly in the right here. So she got what was coming to her, but I'm curious to know if people agree with my best friend thinks, because I value his opinion too. Am I the asshole for this?
Yeah, dog. His friend was right. 2 wrongs do not make a right. What do you mean? Opened up a couple of things on the side. It wasn't just one. It was
A
multiple.
couple.
What?
How much you want to bet the side pieces even knew about each other?
I'm willing to bet they didn't. I don't think they knew about each other. They might have known about specifically his main girl, but they didn't know about each other. Which still makes it
Yeah.
awful, because it's like, what? What? Now, granted, it is not, whoever he's cheating with's responsibility to, I guess, either inform, the main, or even technically be conscious of, because it was his decision to step out of that relationship, right?
Yeah.
But what?
Also, we're stepping out of a relationship without talking to the girlfriend about the call?
Right now, if it was a long con for revenge, I could have understood. But that wasn't even revenge. He was like, actually, you know what? I'm comfortable. If you're saying you're comfortable and you're not going to leave her because you're comfortable, that just tells me you didn't love her to begin with. You didn't even love her to begin with.
I would like to highlight the piece where he just likes her because she's pretty hot and good in bed.
Like, what kind of defense is that? What? Like, that's so disrespectful. I don't even know how to even address that part. Because, what? Because she's pretty hot and good in bed.
I think the standards of being in a relationship need to change for this man.
Oh, yeah, because I'm guessing he just found somebody that he thought was B, better looking, or C, magically better than in bed. I don't know. Because it's obviously he's not going after women for an emotional connection. Let's be real here. He's not. He had multiple side pieces before he just decided, you know what, let me get serious with one of them. I think I like this one. Let me get serious. It's diabolical. And then, of course, everyone's the asshole. I totally agree. Your friend's right. You both suck. Mind you, I'll give it to this metaphorical ex in this situation. He said that, yes, they had been seeing each other, but they never took it to, like, a sexual place, which you don't know what side of that is true and what isn't. But
yeah.
if he had been entirely honest about the whole situation, that's kind of crazy. Yes, he's trying to win her back, but he also didn't disrespect either one of them in that situation. If it's true. And instead he goes,
Yeah.
okay, dope. Instead, I'm going to take it there with as many women as I feel like until I'm ready to leave this relationship.
Feels like he was looking for something to end the relationship or have the excuse to go cheat.
Oh, absolutely. It was the excuse that he was waiting for, and he took it and ran. I'm talking ran.
I'm not saying that the girlfriend is in the right because she also cheated.
Very true.
But
it's not near as bad. Like, she was emotionally cheating.
Yeah.
To be both attempting to emotionally cheat and definitely physically cheating? What? Oh, this person, like, the account's deleted, but they said, yes, the asshole. Christ! First you got on her phone and answered it behind her back. And you told the guy to not tell her. And look at how you talk about her. Yeah, you're an asshole and a nice guy. Good on you for really only staying with her because she's hot and good in bed. Well, what? Disaliphalus. I'm kidding. It's a dick. Straight up dick. That one needs to be said. And really, you have zero clue that she's really cheating on you. This guy wants her back. They hang out. That doesn't mean they were getting down and dirty. I could mean they are, but you clearly don't trust her anyway based on all the Swiss you've said. All you know is they hung out and nothing happened. You're making up a bunch of other Swiss with no proof besides your own flippin' jealousy. She didn't do anything wrong. Hanging out with someone. If you don't like it, then don't date her, genius. That's valid as hell.
So the verdict that was placed on this
Mhm.
was everyone sucks, which makes me feel better.
Mhm.
But
Everyone in this.
there's not any updates or anything like that on what happened. So,
I would have loved an update to this one.
yeah.
What made me feel good? But the very next one is, am I the asshole for telling my wife she cares too much about the opinion of kids? All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. My 37 male wife, 37 female, have a 4-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl. Our son is in the phase where he prefers one parent right now, and my wife seems to be taking it way too personally. It's not that bad, in my opinion. He still lets her do things like put him in the car seat and stuff like that, but most things he'd rather just have me do. My wife is telling me about how she was feeling about it last weekend, saying that it breaks her heart and all that. And I told her that it'll end at some point. I added in, or maybe I'm a better parent, as a joke, but my wife got really mad about it. She started coming at me, and I told her that she cares too much about the opinion of children. And just like that, conversation was over. Am I the asshole? She was pissed for a good while after this happened. That one feels like you're just trying to fight your wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're just trying to fight your wife. Yes, the asshole dude. That's a horrible comment to make. It is pretty normal for kids to have a preference for one parent over the other, and that changes over time. But of course, the other parent is going to feel upset about that. You need to be compassionate and supportive. She's your wife, and you're supposed to love her. Act like it.
Yeah.
Act like it.
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
Because, like, at one part of it should be, yes, she should understand that this is happening and shouldn't take it too personally. Because,
Yeah.
like, everyone knows that this is happening. But he definitely needs to be a little bit more caring about it.
Yeah. And I stand by that one because I've said it before. If she's carrying this baby 9 months, she pushed that baby out of her through hours of labor and straight physical pain, only for that kid to go, I hate you. And you have the audacity to go, I'm the better parent. Okay, great. You sit with that inside of you for 9 months. Try it. I dare you.
Oh, this is a good point. It says, you're the asshole for your joke. That's not what she needed to hear at that point. I get you're trying to lighten the mood, but that's not the time. Also, easy for you to say, ignore kids since you're the favorite parent, but how would you feel if you were in her place? What you should have pointed out is just because our son wants me to do things for him doesn't mean he loves me / prefers me more. Reassure her instead of antagonizing her.
Yep. That
Also,
sums it up
spot
really
a gift
well.
card.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like, that would be a great way to apologize. But that's so valid because, again, especially, I'm not going to say that dads feel less about their kids, but there is a certain emotional attachment that a mother has for her babies, right? And they'll always be babies to their moms. So to hear, even as a joke, that she's not the same parent that you are, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, of course she wasn't going to take that well. She was not going to take that well. Lord. Like,
Oh, also, if we go down a little bit more, there's 4 years is not considered postpartum, but there are still hormones returning to baseline. And
That's
apparently
fair.
this person is a psychologist.
Yeah, you're never the same after you have kids. I'm talking
Yeah.
never the same. And the attachment is real. I haven't experienced it yet, but we've all seen it. We're all
I've
aware of it.
experienced. My hormones changed when I got Sable.
Yeah, see? It's like a different shift in the brain, and it's like you can't help your hormones sometimes. Sometimes it's a
Yeah.
little bit of an emotional feeling due to them that yes, you can fight it, but other times it's like it's a visceral reaction. You didn't even
Yeah.
mean to. You didn't even realize you did it. So her being upset by this is by no means that bad in comparison, you know?
Yeah, I joke because obviously I don't have a kid yet, but I could see, I can empathize with it because I
Yeah.
used to get mad when I thought Sable liked Ethan more than me.
Aw. That's so cute.
So,
Yeah. I get it. Because
yeah.
when my cats sit on someone else's lap, I'm like, pause. I know you sleep with me every night, and I know that if I call your name, you're coming to me. But how dare you touch a stranger? How dare you? Makes me feel loved a little less, even though it's not true. I know it's not, but the envy will kind of rise up just a little bit. The
Yeah.
jealousy touches upon me. And I don't know if my
And
soul is
it's
untainted anymore.
I also don't think it's necessarily that she believes that the kid likes her more.
Mhm.
I definitely think it was just a looking for reassurance because it could possibly be
Oh,
am I a
yeah.
bad parent?
Yeah, it very well could have been her trying to reaffirm that she's not doing anything wrong, and he decided to absolutely ruin her day, really. That's basically what he did. He ruined her day. It's like instead of reassuring you or making you feel better about this situation, let me just dig it in a little deeper.
Yeah.
That's diabolical. Like, I get it. He didn't really think it through, but still, that must have hurt.
Yeah. Oh, are you ready for the next one?
Absolutely.
Okay. Am I the asshole for making my wife ride in the back seat because she couldn't stop distracting me?
As well.
This is from 19 days ago. And this is Am I the Asshole on Reddit. This happened over the holidays, and my wife is still upset with me over it. Our family went to visit my in laws for New Year's. It's about a 3 to 4 hour drive. Mostly highway, but it takes us through 2 metro areas with pretty significant traffic. My wife, 37 female, gets nervous about driving in traffic, so I always drive when we visit her family. She also tends to get car sick on longer drives and needs to sit in the front seat to help ease it. She has tried taking Dramamine in the past, but she has had an allergic reaction to it, so she doesn't take it anymore. I love my wife with all my heart, but she is not good sitting shotgun. She makes huge reactions to any change in traffic, grabbing the handle, putting her hand on the dash, gasping, telling me to watch out, etc. It's not like I'm an aggressive or risky driver. I've never gotten a speeding ticket or been in an accident. But if there's a car half a mile ahead of us that puts on their brakes, she freaks out and acts like we're all about to die. It's incredibly distracting. I've talked to her multiple times about how her reactions actually make it more difficult for me to concentrate on driving, but she says she can't control herself because she's nervous in traffic. On the way to her family's place, she sat up front with me and traffic was pretty bad. Lots of slowdowns due to weather conditions, and in general, just kind of slow going. But I've been driving in cold weather my whole life, and I know how to control my speed and give lots of extra space to any surrounding cars. I understand that you can't control anyone else on the road and that accidents happen, but I do everything in my control to keep my car and the people inside safe. The entire drive, my wife was on edge, making all the reactions I mentioned. It's very distracting to have someone next to you doing that sort of thing while driving. I mentioned this to my wife numerous times on the drive, and she's always deflecting blame at me for the way I was driving. When we were getting ready to head home, I told my wife she needs to sit in the back and our 14-year-old son will sit up front with me. I told her it's either that or she drives us home. She got upset with me and started giving excuses about her car sickness. I told her to take some NyQuil or something else to help her sleep, but she refused and told me I'm being a jerk. I told her that she can drive then, and she refused that too, especially if she's reluctant. Eventually, she reluctantly got in the back seat with our 11-year-old daughter. The ride home was much easier traffic-wise, and my wife sat pretty much silent in the back seat the entire time, pouting. When we got home, she told me that she felt ill the entire drive, but didn't say anything because she didn't want to make a big deal out of anything. She told me I humiliated her by making her sit in the back and that I should be more considerate of her feelings.
Nah, I'm already like, he's not the asshole because he gave her options. And again,
Yeah.
look, anecdotal story time. My auntie is the same way. If she is in the passenger seat of anybody's vehicle, no matter what is happening, it's just they came into the same lane. They could be God knows how many feet away, meters, kilometers, it doesn't matter. Oh my god! Oh my god! Watch out! Watch out! It's like, dude, you're overreacting. Why are you doing that? You're gonna make me
So-
nervous.
I feel for the wife because I get car sick, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't take driving.
Mm,
I also react, but I don't feel like I overreact all the
yeah.
time. And I've gotten better the more that I've been in the car with Ethan.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we did have a couple of fights where he was like, "You can't be doing that."
Yeah.
So I'd be like, and then he'd be
Exactly.
like,
Like, why are you gasping? What's happening?
"What are you doing?" I thought something was seriously wrong.
Like, you had me nervous. Now I'm like, do I swerve? Like, you can't have me swerve, and the swerve will put us in more danger than if I had just gone straight.
Yeah. So, like, I definitely think he isn't in the wrong,
Mhm.
especially if he's, like, tried. But it feels like this is the first time he's brought it up.
Yeah, it did kind of feel that way. And instead of bringing it up per se, well, he did kind of on the way, but he then just told her she needs to sit in the back due to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like he
Or
could have.
to drive. I feel like
Yeah.
giving those options is very fair, especially if he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
feel like he can drive.
Exactly. Like, if he's like, I'm going to put us in danger with your reactions, you either need to take the wheel and get us home or sit in the back seat. That's fair game. He gave options and she didn't really want either one of those options, but by the end of it, she did choose the one that she was most willing to do.
Yes.
Fair game.
I also, her having this excuse of not being able to control her reactions is not true.
It's not. I don't feel like
Like, you
anyone
can
has entirely been
simply
unable.
say, "Hey, I'm nervous," or "Hey, this is, like, making me nervous," because that's what Ethan and I do now.
Yeah.
Instead of me being like,
Yeah.
and sometimes I still grab the, "Oh, shit," handle and,
Yeah.
hold
It's-
on for dear life.
It's definitely like a trained thing, you know? If you expect
Yeah.
to have a certain reaction, that's going to be what you have. But if you're conscious of it and you know you do it, you can kind of, I guess, redirect it in some way. Like, instead of
But she
gasping out loud, you have other options available to you. If you need a stress ball, squeeze that stress ball, babe. Do
the
it.
thing that gets me is she didn't say anything on the drive home. Because even when I'm in the backseat, I still make noises and I still say stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, like, it
Bless
felt
you.
more like it was a choice to be bothered by his
Yeah.
driving when she could see it, right? Because
Yes.
normally, if you have like a fear genuinely of somebody else being in control of the wheel, any like jolt or movement, you're gonna be like, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't
No,
see it anymore.
Yeah. And so, like, I want to know why she's so scared. Because I freaked
Yeah.
out the most after my car wreck.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, made me be like, "Oh my god, I'm going to die."
Yeah. And like he said, he's not a risky driver. He's not aggressive. So what's causing these reactions? I know you can't control anybody else on the road, but if she is a driver herself, she understands this. So why is it
Yeah.
an issue when he's the one behind the wheel?
There is a big thing, especially with Ethan and I, because I've never been in a big city. Like,
Okay.
ever. Like, my biggest
Clocking
city
it.
is, like, a medium-sized-ish.
Medium-sized dish. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's nowhere close to like a city like Chicago or anything like that.
Okay, I kind of get what you're saying then, because
Yeah.
like I also have only touched upon, I guess, big cities.
Yeah. I've grown up tiny city. I learned to
Yeah.
drive in tiny rural city.
Mhm.
And Ethan drives when we go see his parents.
Yeah.
And it's a bigger city than where I grew up, so the traffic is a lot different, and I get nervous driving. Or while he's
Yep.
driving because the traffic is different.
Yeah, it gets wild in a big city,
Yeah.
man. Like I went to Atlanta once. Oh my god, it's bumper to bumper.
Yeah, I've never
It was
experienced that.
It was an experience, I will tell you that.
Yeah. So, I do have to say, I think people think they drive better than they do, no matter what they say.
Yeah.
Or they drive worse than what they say. I said that
That's
wrong.
fair. Yeah, they drive worse than what they say.
Yeah, you could say
Yeah.
you're a perfect driver and still do things that, like, isn't correct. Or
Yeah.
isn't fully technical safe.
And in the same breath, I'm gonna say I'm an amazing driver. I am actually so amazing that I get complimented constantly on my driving skills, as a woman, might I add, which bothers me. But no, we're not even gonna touch upon that. But the amount of times I have heard, you know what, you're a really good driver for a woman. Say it again, I dare you.
I am what people expect for a woman driver. I'm not even gonna lie. I have backed into parked cars like 3 or 4
No.
times.
Okay.
I have
That's crazy.
I've had 2 serious accidents, one that wasn't my fault, one that was. I've had my car stolen, like
Dang, girl.
yeah.
Yeah. I think we've gone through those stories together, which makes it
We
10 times funnier.
have.
Yeah, we've gone through them, which makes it 10 times funnier because the stolen car story is actually so just I don't even know if you can consider that your fault because it was so normal that all the things that you did were normal. Only for
Yep.
your car to just become missing.
Yep. For those of you who are here and haven't heard it, I did pizza delivery driving. I used to follow the rules in the very
Yeah.
beginning of my job consistently, where you lock your car,
Mhm.
right? Yeah,
That's
smart.
normal. Yeah, it's normal to do
I
it.
decided one day because I had a friend in the car, I was just gonna leave my car running. That's what everyone else did. Why not? You know, follow the pact. Pact does things great. Left my car running at a hotel on my last trip of the night with my friend not in the car. Came back, car was gone.
Car
It was
gone.
great. Car gone.
Missing. It went
Missing.
MIA so fast.
Yep. It was great. It was in a high-speed chase.
Oh,
So
yeah, I forgot about
technically,
that part.
yeah, technically by the laws of physics or whatever, I was in a high-speed chase.
Oh, yeah. They thought you were in a high-speed chase.
I was in a high-speed chase.
I mean, kind of sounds like it. It was your car after all. I think you can claim
It
it.
was my car.
Yeah, you can claim that
You
chase.
cannot prove that I was not in the car. I mean, you can. You can.
It's like, actually, I did report it stolen, but I was driving.
It was
Specifically
a
during the
cover.
chase.
It was a cover. So I could be in the high-speed chase.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to have a nice little chase, you know? There are some spicy-looking police officers out there these days. This economy has done bits for them muscles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Not Joplin. Sorry.
Not Joplin?
Not Joplin.
Who's Joplin?
Joplin.
Joplin?
Scott Joplin.
Who's that?
You don't know who Scott Joplin is?
No, you know I don't know. Who's Scott Joplin?
Okay. Have you
Have I?
heard?
What have I heard?
Oh, what does his song sound like?
His song?
Yeah, so he's a composer.
Okay. Continue. Am I supposed to know
Um,
who he is? Like, is he a household name?
no.
Okay.
I
Oh,
probably learned about him because of where I am. But
because of where you are. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
look him up. Look him up. If you haven't heard his music, it's great. It actually is. It's pretty good.
Okay, you're gonna need to text me that later.
Okay.
You need to text me that later. Oh, I forgot. Wait. Oh, wait. Pause. You ready for a post from 2 days
Oh,
ago?
I do have to say the verdict that was given to this, we can change it.
Oh,
Not the asshole.
yeah. No, he's not the asshole. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Actually,
But
no.
yes,
But
2 days ago.
yeah, from 2 days ago on Am I the Asshole, posted by Slow Dive Dream. They want to know, am I the asshole if I don't attend my girlfriend's sister's wedding? Me, 21 female, and my girlfriend, 22 female, have been dating for 2 years and our families are extremely close. Our mothers are best friends as well. Okay. Recently, her eldest sister, 34 female, got engaged, and the wedding will be held this year, possibly in 4 months or less. My family will definitely be attending the wedding, and she has invited me as well. And I expressed that I don't want to attend because weddings here are very overwhelming for me for a number of reasons, such as being heavily tattooed, which is not accepted in our society at all. And I would have spent weeks finding a nice dress that covers up my entire body. That's a lot. Weddings in our country are also kind of like the Met Gala. Everyone wears over the top dresses, full sets of lavish jewelry, makeup done professionally, etc. And it isn't enjoyable to me at all, especially because I'm more masculine presenting and I just got done from two of my brother's weddings that were just a few months apart last year, so I feel exhausted. My girlfriend isn't taking it well and is extremely upset, and she's insisting. Oops. Attending called me selfish and unfair since she attended both of my brother's weddings, even one of them after a 9-hour flight. I also wouldn't be attending as her plus one or anything like that because of two reasons. Lesbian relationships are not accepted in our country slash society, and her family is unaware of our relationship. My family and the only ones that are aware of us. Am I the asshole? There's already been an edit, and the edit is I have decided to attend the wedding after reading the comments, and no, I cannot wear the same dresses from previous weddings or family events to another wedding here. It's like an unspoken rule and viewed badly. I cannot wear anything as masculine presenting either. It's just simply not accepted in weddings here, and I'll just look stupid. No, nonetheless, I'll be attending. Thank you all. So they were definitely
Ooh.
deemed the asshole in the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they at least recognized it
Hmm.
and decided to go through.
Yes, thankfully. Because not attending your significant other's sibling's wedding, then what wedding are you supposed to attend outside of your own, you know?
Yeah. Like, it's rough because I do understand not wanting to go, especially because she can't express herself and like heavily tattooed and needing to find something that covers everything is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot to worry about, a lot to think about, a lot to do.
Yeah.
So I get why they weren't up for it. But again, this is your significant other's family. That's your
Yeah.
family. So kind of have to attend. Unless you have like a very groundbreaking reason, like, oh no, we have a pre-established work meeting out of town in, like 3 countries away.
Even then,
Even then, it's
I
like
don't know.
reschedule,
Especially if you're close with the entire family, I think it's really important to go to the
right?
wedding.
Unless you're in the hospital day of, there's really no excuse. There's no excuse. Hospital day
Yeah.
of or 6 feet under. That's the only way you're getting out of that wedding.
Also, what country is weddings like the Met Gala?
Hear me out. Have you ever been to a Muslim wedding?
I have not.
Oh my God, they're kind of amazing. I have attended two as the staff, right? I'm talking they
Mhm.
dress to the nines. They do the absolute most. I'm talking the most. Now, granted, of course, the women still have like their hijabs, but I'm talking those dresses. Oh my God. It actually looks like they're trying to go walk down a runway after this. It looks like, in books when you read about like noble, I guess, parties or balls,
Mhm.
it's like that, and it's amazing. And yes, they have matching sets of jewelry, necklaces, like I'm talking shoes. It's amazing. I love every minute of it. And there's a part of me where it's like, please, one of these guys here, talk to me. I dare you, you know? It's amazing.
No, I've seen pictures of it, and I used to have a friend online that had a Muslim wedding, but we were
Yeah.
not invited to it. Um,
Mhm.
so I know that's a big deal, and I think it's, I guess, hard for me to like picture
Yeah.
living in a country that doesn't allow lesbians, is anti-tattoo, is anti
Yeah.
like all of these things.
Yeah, I feel like the anti-tattoo might be like the first and foremost because I know it's still very common, even in like the US, to be anti any kind of same-sex relationship, right? Like
Yes.
that is still pretty normalized and it shouldn't be. Like you love who you love. But the tattoo thing, I'm also like, actually, we've come a long way, especially since some cultures it's more traditional to have tattoos. So that one's
Yes.
the one where I'm more borderline with, where it's like I would imagine that has progressed to a point that nobody would care anymore.
I also like if it's prominent that you guys, if they have a relationship and have been dating for 2 years, would the moms or the families not suspect something?
Well, they did say so the original poster said that their family is aware, the other family is not. So their
Okay.
family's obviously supportive enough, right? They could attend as partners to her brother's wedding, and that was one of the takeaways of
Yeah.
like we can't attend as partners, so it didn't feel like they had any reason to go until we all called them out on it, as seen by all the comments. But yeah, no, it's definitely an odd one. I feel like that one's the odd one out.
I do like this first one of these top comments where it's, you're the asshole, the wedding isn't for you. It's to celebrate your girlfriend's sister and her partner. The
Mhm.
sister you've known for years. If you're not willing to do something as simple as attend your girlfriend's sister's wedding simply because you will need to dress up and have tattoos, then I feel sorry for your partner.
Exactly. Like, come on now. If you know they won't be appreciated where you're going, you find something that will help to facilitate that relationship. You've known them forever.
Yeah, I also, this is a really good comment. So the first one is, yes, you would be acting selfishly. Like no one's feelings mattered but your own. Like she is supposed to do all kinds of things to support you, but you're so precious you don't have to reciprocate. That's a childish way to live and will cost you your relationship in the end. And then underneath that, it's this. Sometimes you have to do uncomfortable things for the people you love. Also, you can always leave after the official part. I am not married yet, but a good friend of mine married last year. And for him, it was the most important thing that everyone that is important to them was there. I made the trip there so the other side of the to the other side of the country, bought a new suit, got a hotel in a time where I was very busy with work, uni, and other personal stuff. Just be there. It will mean a lot to the couple, and most importantly, your girlfriend.
It'd mean so much to the girlfriend. Like, she attended
Yeah,
your brother's weddings and you can't attend her sister's? Oh
yeah,
man, that could have been a relationship ender on the spot. The fact that they were even on the fence, it's crazy. Like, again, I understand some of the points they were making, but when you gotta go, you gotta go.
yeah.
Sometimes you just have
No,
to.
it might not be the most comfortable thing, but yeah,
Mhm. Sometimes you have to make the commitment, even if you're not going to be your most comfortable. Because at the end of the day, they know these people. They're close with these people.
Yeah.
It's a couple hours out of your day, really. Because you don't have to go through the wedding preparation of, the bride in her gown and her makeup. You're not that person. So
Yeah.
all you have to do is show up. Just show up on time to see the actual ceremony happen. Maybe wait long enough to have a conversation with the bride and the groom and then leave. Come on. It's not like it's going to be awful. Do what you got to do.
Yeah. I do have to say I empathize with the struggle of wanting to go, but it
Oh,
is
yeah.
important to go.
Very much so. Double down.
Okay, any last thoughts before we move on to the next one?
Hashtag moi.
Okay. This is from 27 days ago, so not crazy long.
Mhm.
How do I, 25 female, tell my friend 24 male he can do much better than his girlfriend 26 female? So I'm not sure if, and this is from our relationship advice. So I'm not sure if this is my place or not to say, but my friend just introduced his girlfriend to the group, and she was not attractive at all by conventional standards. I also know for a fact that that's not his type. He does not like bigger girls at all. Even my fiance, 27 male, was surprised and agreed she wasn't on his level. So some background on our friendship. We went to middle school and high school together. About a year ago, we recently reconnected because we live in the same apartment complex. Neither of us are from DC and actually are from way further away, so when we ran into each other, it was crazy. Anyway, we weren't close in middle school or high school, but during those years, he definitely was the loner kid. Wasn't really attractive, but since then, he came into his own and he looks good. His body is amazing, but he still can't dress, unfortunately. When my fiance and I were talking about this, he thinks 24 male must still look at himself through a high school lens and thinks he's a loser still, and doesn't realize he can get way more attractive girls now. My fiance thinks it's worth one or both of us having a conversation with him and just letting him know that we like his girlfriend, and if that's who you want to date, then cool. But if you want to date someone more attractive, you can definitely get that.
Pause. Pause. I'm already disgusted. Who do these people think they are?
Yeah.
If he brought this girl who he has been with for who knows how long, but he feels comfortable enough to introduce her to his friends, it's not about her level of attractiveness. It's about the
Yeah.
love he feels for her at that point. Because how often does a man introduce a woman to his friend group?
Yeah.
Pause.
The fact that they only focused on how either one of them looked kills me.
It sounds like
Because it's like, oh, he was ugly back in high school,
But
but
he
now
looks
he's
good
really
now.
attractive.
Like, I'm already disgusted because, mind you, this is a woman writing this post, right? So it sounds more
Yeah.
like you are ogling this man. It sounds like you don't want him to be with anybody else because it's your, I guess, second option outside of your boyfriend already, mind you. They're friends. But what?
Yeah,
Because, like, why are you looking at him through this lens in the first place when you have a significant other, only to be like, oh, who he's with now isn't good enough for him? Gag me with a spoon.
Yeah, oh, no.
I'm actually so disappointed in whoever wrote this. Oh my god. I hope
Yeah.
this, like, the side of me that wants us to be AI is so serious. Oh my god, why? God, dog.
Like, I understand that having physical attraction is important in a relationship.
But
That's
it
just
doesn't
like
sound like he doesn't have it though, because you don't know what
Yeah.
his type is. You say it looks like it wouldn't be his type. Do you even know his type? Because it sounds like you never got to know him in the first place. You're worried about
Yeah.
how he looks. It's crazy.
The fact that it points out that he still can't dress.
Right? It's like, where is that your business? Actually, guess who still loved him like that? The girl he's with now. And to be
No,
fair, that could be like his online girlfriend from back when he was in high school, when he's quote unquote didn't look good. And she probably is the one that stuck by him the whole time.
Yeah. Or it like I don't know. I think it's very superficial and not.
Very much so. These people who posted it are superficial as flip.
I
Him, on the
really
other
want to
hand,
know if they are with their partner, their fiance, because they look good together.
probably. And the fact that they're both considering addressing it with him, what is there
Yeah.
to address, actually? If he wants to be with someone, that is purely his choice. If they were a toxic human, I could understand pulling him aside and being like, hey, look, nobody likes this person. Everyone feels targeted or attacked or somehow discontent with the person you brought around us. Then I could understand, okay, yeah, maybe they don't need to be with whoever that is. But that's not the case. He brought a lovely, nice girl. She was just bigger. And they didn't even say anything about, quote unquote, how she dresses. They were bothered by her size.
Yeah.
Like, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Actually, don't talk. Because depending on what country this is from, her size could have been very well the American small, right? Which isn't quote unquote small, say in an Asian country. It's large there. But for us, that's stick. Somebody give her a sandwich, right? The standards are just different. So to look at her in that lens is beyond disrespectful.
Yeah. Looking through the comments, a lot of them are like shallow, mean, everything we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like the one of these comments where it's someone is still stuck in middle school but it's not the friend. OP needs to grow up.
Yeah. Like, God, dog. They obviously peaked in high school, and that's the issue. They're still thinking through that lens purely because that's all they've got.
Oh, this is a good one. OP does not want him for herself, but she doesn't want anybody else to have him either.
Mm-hmm. That's valid. That's exactly my thoughts. That's exactly my thoughts. Because again, she probably thinks she looks better with the fiance she has now. So she wouldn't really go for him, but at the same time, yeah, she would. And that's exactly why he can't be with anybody else.
Yeah. My advice for this OP was to therapy. Grow up.
Yep. Like, careful, your mask is slipping and your jealousy is shining through loud and clear.
But also, I doubt she would ever actually say something or say it in the way that she did because it's Reddit and she's anonymous.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. So she's choosing to be meaner than that, but at the same time, know she's slipping in snide, passive-aggressive comments about that poor girl.
I feel like she's the person that's like, oh, are you sure you should be eating that?
Stop it. I felt that in my bones. Don't do that to me. Oh my God. She's the same kind of person who would try and be nice. Like, she'd play nice. Like, they go shopping together and she goes, but you couldn't look good in that. It's okay. We'll find you something better later. The way I would lose my mind.
Or the slipping in, oh, you don't need a bigger size than that?
God. Oh, Lord. Or
if you
maybe
can't
talking
tell.
about her own clothes, being like, oh yeah, I got this from such and such. They probably wouldn't have your size, but still looks good on me.
I feel like we both experienced this.
Oh man. I can't, like, actually would lose my mind. The way we would fight, I would have her in the streets by nightfall. We'd take it to the yard so fast. Oh my God. He wouldn't see his fiance again. He wouldn't.
The next time they have dinner, she makes a salad.
She brings a salad. She's like, I knew you would really enjoy it. You could use one.
A walking club. Oh. Why don't we go walking together?
You could use it. Oh my God. Like, she would say it. And even if she didn't say it, there would be an obvious silence of like,
Yeah.
maybe she's talking about some of the classes she does, or she's like, yeah, I like to go walking in the afternoons with, say metaphorically her dog, and she's like, oh, are you sure you walk? I would lose it. I'd lose it.
I don't know if she could say this, but in my experience, I have had someone go, "Oh, I'm so fat, I don't fit into a size 0," and they're a size 1.
And then they look at you out of the corner of their eyes. It's like, oh, no. I'm not talking about you, but it's like you were making a point. I saw it. I internalized it, and I know you never said it, but you're implying it. That's the worst part. Don't imply anything in
Yeah.
my presence. I will lose it. The way the hanger on the rack would be shoved places you don't want to know. You don't want to know. God.
Yeah,
No. I feel like the people they're talking about in this situation are genuinely good people, because, again, he saw her for who she was. Granted, I don't even believe
Also,
she was bigger. I'm so convinced that it's this lady who's got an issue, but still.
by saying that he was the loser loner kid, I feel like she had to be, like, the popular it girl,
Oh,
but the mean
absolutely.
popular it girl.
Yeah, the same kind who left him out purely because he wasn't outspoken and outgoing, whereas he
Yes.
just was confident within himself. And years later down the line, when he kept that same personality but suddenly looked better, purely because, again, he's always been to himself, so he's going to continue to work on himself.
Yeah.
And now she's bothered because she's not the
Yeah.
one that was with him. Because now that he's got so much going for him, she's now like, should have picked the loner. Gag yourself.
So, if the husband is also talking about the girlfriend being overweight, what happens if they have kids?
Oh my god. Don't even get me started on that one. He's probably gonna call the baby fat. What do you mean? He's probably gonna be like, oh my god. Why is our daughter so fat? I can't believe you did that to her. It's not like we're all built different. I'm sorry. You can't expect everyone to be this, I guess, godly, weird, slim, just it's unreasonable. It's entirely unreasonable. Nobody is going to be that thin unless it's entirely a choice and it is consciously there or genetically there, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the 2000s,
Wait,
how they all starved themselves and did all these weird diets and things. It's like, you're hurting yourself. Don't hurt yourself to fit a standard.
Yeah. One of my teachers made a great point. BMI and the weight that you should be does not equal the weight that you feel happy in or comfortable in.
Your teacher was right.
She was supposed to be 130 pounds or 120 pounds because she's tall.
Yeah.
And she's like, every time I've gotten down to that weight, my face is sunken in. I don't look healthy. I've only ever gotten there while I was stressed and not eating properly. And all of these things. And she's like, I felt terrible then.
Yeah. As one would.
Yeah. And she has more weight and she's technically overweight now, but she feels so much better.
Yeah. I'm considered overweight too. I'm 20 pounds overweight considered.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I live a healthy lifestyle, all things considered. I eat regular interval meals and they're not astronomical. I'm not eating pizza every damn meal. I'm not eating fried chicken every damn meal. So it's I'm not doing outlandish things. And the most I do is work 24 flipping hours. Not really. That's an exaggeration. But I am on my feet for so long that I am getting exercise in. But I'm not the slimmest. I'm not the fittest. It's genuinely just how my body is naturally in the best healthy state I can be without going the extra mile to be thin. It's different for everybody. It really is.
No, I definitely think it is.
Oh, yeah.
I just 100%. It makes me really sad, especially because I remember growing up and Barbie. everyone was expected to be a Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you can tell how pale I am.
Little bit,
But
not
blonde
bad.
hair does not look great. Blonde. So, like, that mixed with, like, the proportions of being a Barbie, which I don't know if everyone knows this, the proportions on a Barbie doll are physically impossible on a human.
I bet. Her legs are long, dude. Have you ever considered how long her legs are in comparison to the rest of her body? Like, yes,
Yeah.
that's a wild thought to have because, again, they look good. They look good. They look good, okay? On a Barbie. And again, she has really long legs, and I'm gonna be that person. It's not like she's got a lot of cake, okay? It's not like she's got a lot, but she's got some. She's got some. So the reality of those proportions are exactly unrealistic because you know how many women complain about the fact that they're not proportional? Because if they look good, you normally have no cake at all, right? There's normally no cake at all, and if there is cake, guess who's flat? Guess who's flat? And those that are crazily proportioned in those two areas, guess who's short? Guess who's short? It's like, yeah, all that length was added to other places. And if you're incredibly tall, guess who normally has nothing anywhere? Anyway, the point is, you're never going to hit those proportions because, again, she's long-legged. Long-legged. And that equals nothing else, normally. Just saying.
Also, I want to know what qualifies as not being his type. Because obviously, we know what she's hinting at.
Literally
but
lying.
Is
she thinks
saying,
she's
like,
his type. She thinks it's her. She thinks it's her, and it's not. She thinks she's his type, and it's not.
Yeah, just the fact that, like, obviously they don't think she is attractive, right? Yeah. But
I
like,
bet she's so fucking cute, and they just refuse to believe it purely because they're focused on her size. I bet she is so cute. Oh my god. Okay, is this
the
weird
other
to
thing
say?
that we haven't talked about, but I think could be a potential thing, is that she's goth.
Okay, but who doesn't love a goth mommy? Stop it.
I have met people who, like, when I've dressed really goth-like,
it's like, it's too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Like, personally, I've never done it, so they don't look at me funny, but I've seen them look weird at other people, and I'm like, she's hot, though! It's
not even, like, I dressed up super goth-like. Like, I had ripped jeans with fishnets underneath them, so I was still fully covered, and a shirt that had, I think it was, like, the clown from It on it.
Do you want to show my face
But
instead?
the looks that I got. It was...
But yeah, it's crazy. People are actually insane. They're insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's mind-boggling, and I can't stand it. Also, back to the Barbie thing, she's plastic! Anyway, let's go. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it now.
We need to make that an audio clip that people can play.
She's plastic! Because it's true! Oh my god. Oh, it actually upsets me so bad. It does. But are you ready for the next one?
Do you actually want to take a quick 5? I think we're about halfway through each of our stories.
You are not wrong.
So we can refill on drinks, tinkle break if need be.
I'm down. I'm down if you're down.
Okay, everyone, we'll be back. Stream will come back. We'll have more relationships. Intermission.
So we all go through the pain, different lanes that be leading to the same destination. Wanna free my mind and reach a state of elevation. Tired of waiting, see it's now or never. Kenji and Philanthrop reppin' chill hop forever. Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin. Allowed to make mistakes cause damn, I'm only human. Chasing the light like it's calling to me. No matter how much you try, there's nobody else that can do me. Follow my heart even if it led me to ruin. Allowed to make mistakes cause damn,
All right, back at it again with the white vans. I kid.
Oof.
That's one way to do it. Anyway, are we ready
Okay.
for the very next one?
Yes.
Perfect. Is this me or you?
This is you.
Okay,
And then we'll pick out of the last two which one we want to do.
I got you.
And then
Don't get me excited. Okay, perfect. So this is under r/am I the asshole by Lost on My Time. It was 4 hours ago. Am I the asshole because I asked my husband for help? Okay. I, 45 female, have been married for about 7 years. Wait, we've done this one, haven't we? Yes, we've done this one.
potentially.
We've done
Yes.
this one. So instead,
Okay, so you want to pick which of the last two you want to do?
I know the exact one I'm gonna do for the last. I'm
Hold
telling
on,
you
do
right
we have
now.
people in chat still? Okay, there should be at least one more person. Okay, it's up to you.
To be fair, it could be a lurker.
Do you want to?
That could just be a straight
That
lurk.
makes me sad.
Hey, it's
Okay.
But
No.
I will
Our
say,
beautiful voices.
go ahead and pick your absolute favorite
Rejected.
on the last two. Because granted, we only had like about 4 left anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're
So-
awesome.
My husband wants me to inform the viewer that you are awesome.
Oh, that's so cute. Ethan's so precious.
Yes. Okay, I like the second one. Would I be the asshole if I subject my lying, cheating husband to possible
Yes,
deportation by divorcing him?
You already knew the one I wanted. Oh man, it's so good. Like this just sounds amazing. Here, wait. I don't want to stay on it for too long. I can't give spoilers. Shall I? Here, wait.
Yes.
Wait.
I'm so excited.
Can that wait? That should be our finale. Here, wait.
That should be the finale. Okay.
Yeah, which one
you
would you
pick between the last two for me?
Okay, thinking the joke, my family played on your girlfriend was no big deal. For arguing with the oh, this was deleted. That's crazy. Okay, get rid of that one. Okay, so it's either for skipping my wedding anniversary celebration because he's unhappy in his marriage, or for
Mhm.
thinking the okay, yeah, I don't know, the unhappy marriage. That one, absolutely.
That unhappy marriage? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't know if this one will be a doozy.
I hope it is.
So this one is from Am I the Jerk? 15 days ago. Am I the jerk for skipping my wedding anniversary celebration because I'm unhappy in my marriage? I, 40 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for a few years, but things have been incredibly cold between us for months. I feel like I've become an afterthought in my own home. I've repeatedly brought up my concerns regarding her lack of attention toward me and the fact that our physical intimacy is non existent, which has left me feeling deeply unsatisfied and rejected. Last week was our anniversary, and she had planned a small ceremony/celebration to mark the occasion. Honestly, I couldn't bring myself to go through the motions of celebrating a union that feels like it's failing. I didn't want to pretend everything was fine for the sake of the party where I felt so neglected daily. Instead of being upfront, I told her I had an urgent late-night office meeting and couldn't make it. I stayed at the office late just to avoid the event. She was obviously upset, and now the tension in the house is even worse. I know I lied about the meeting, but I feel like my absence was a result of the months of emotional and physical distance she's put between us. My wife says I'm being cruel and ruined a special night, but I feel like she's been ruining our marriage for months by ignoring my needs. So, am I the jerk for skipping the celebration?
Yes, absolutely he is. Pause. You mean to tell me all because you feel butthurt that your wife won't take you to a sexy time? You skip out on your anniversary celebration because you feel neglected. Mind you, he is 10 years older.
Yeah.
So you can't even be the adult in the relationship you currently have, and you suddenly expect her to be a better woman in this so-called relationship that you have, also that you can actually attend family events, because that's basically what this is. This is a family event where everyone was invited, your friends and family, so that they could celebrate you and your wife that you decided to snub on purpose.
I understand a little bit of where he's coming from.
I don't at all.
Slightly. Mostly
No.
because, like, if Ethan and I were, like, distant, I wouldn't necessarily, like, want to have to put on a happy face and have a big celebration for our
That's where you
marriage.
talk to your partner. He didn't even tell her he wasn't in
Yeah.
for it. He didn't even go, hey, maybe let's not do this year. I'm not feeling it. I feel like our relationship isn't at its
That
peak. He
that
didn't
is
communicate at all. You would have. That's the difference.
So he does say that he brought up his concerns regarding the lack of tension
Yeah.
consistently, but I think
Yeah.
he only talked about physical intimacy, but not,
Exactly.
like, the connection he was feeling overall.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet this whole thing is all because he wants her to get down and dirty more. I feel like this whole thing is just him being like, oh, but why won't you take me to bed? Because actually, that's what it sounds like. That's literally what it sounds like. Because her lack of attention towards me and the fact that our physical intimacy is non existent. Lack of attention is basically telling me the same thing because that's the only attention that he's obviously seeking. And again, she planned an event to mark the occasion. You
Yeah.
knew your anniversary was coming up. Whether or not you have an event for it, you should spend that with your partner, even if you're going through rocky times, because again, you did
Yes.
choose to marry this person. It is meant to be a partnership, whatever you define that as. And he chose to miss
Yeah,
out on it purely to snub her in
Yes.
this situation. He was punishing her because he didn't get what he wanted.
Yeah.
That's where I have a
No,
problem.
I think the extreme he took it to and not talking about it is
Yeah.
where he went wrong.
And mind you, he
But
says
I do understand,
months.
like yeah.
She's been ruining our marriage, quote unquote, for months. It's not even been years. It's been months. They've only been married
I
for a
want
few.
years. Yeah.
A few suggests
Yeah.
3. A few suggests 3. Because that's normally what you would 3 to 4, right? Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
For months.
5 years,
So
you would say 5 years.
exactly. But in that, metaphorical 4 years, only the
Yeah.
last months, they are plural, but as soon as you get to 2, it can be plural. Months
Yes.
is she ruining their marriage because she's not doing
Is
what he
it
wants.
there could be other things going on, though.
Exactly.
Like, thinking about it, how people bring up all the time, like, if they don't have the mental like, if they're doing too much mental bearing on the relationship,
Mhm.
they don't want to have to feel like they're doing something extra
Yeah, but I'm
or
gonna
have, like, the inner to do stuff.
Yeah, now I'm gonna put a little more perspective because the only reason I'm looking at it this way, because again, it's a 40-year-old man against a 30-year-old
Yeah.
woman. And mind you, he says they've been married for a few years. He caught her at age 25 to 30, right? In that time frame of 25 to 30.
Yeah.
She is in her prime. He is in his 30s. Okay, now that's fine. You can do a 10-year age gap as long as you love one another. That's fair. He's saying he feels unsatisfied in this relationship. Mind you, it takes 2 to tango. He married her.
Yeah.
She is obviously still trying to put in effort into this relationship because she planned this event, right? Granted, a lot of people do care about
Yes.
imagery. But again, it's your anniversary. So if she feels that she can plan a family event, she thinks everything is fine and that you are still cohabitating at your highest degree. She still obviously cares for you and wants to put effort
Yeah.
into that relationship. For you to not show up,
Yeah.
for you to not show up because you are unsatisfied, that actually, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And he
See,
feels rejected.
whenever I was thinking about the, like, physical intimacy problems, I thought it could be, like, not holding each other's hand enough, not, like,
Oh no, it's
having
never gonna
enough,
be
like,
that.
cuddling or anything like that. But yeah.
It's never gonna be that, especially if he's deeply unsatisfied. You know he's trying to go to Pound Town, and all because Pound Town ain't pounding.
Yeah, I love living in this half of the world over here instead of this half.
Yeah.
Where
Well, here, wait. The very first comment does quote on the 10-year age gap because that's the first thing I saw. So let's see. 10-year age difference. The older one speaks only about his hurts, does the immature thing, and doesn't understand that communication should have been the first step, and maybe ask her about her needs and feelings. Yes, the jerk. See, like,
Yeah.
again, no, I'm not going to say age equals maturity. That's not always the case. But if you have 40 years of experience under your belt and you still don't communicate first,
Oh, this one's pretty good. It's the next one down. Sorry.
go for
But
it.
no, communicating needs very
Yes.
important. Brain jumped for a second. You're the jerk. If petty and vengeful is your difficult way to address issues, I can see why she's cold. And everything here is about how your needs aren't met, with zero curiosity about why she hasn't shifted. I'm guessing this self centeredness plays out in the relationship too, taking revenge for past resentments out on the later repair efforts your partner makes is exactly how you continue this nonsense. You can choose to be an adult and seek some counseling together, or just continue to be a pendulum baby so that your marriage falls apart in the most painful way possible. Your call.
Oh, and
I
I love that little parentheses. It's very true.
yeah.
That's so true.
I think the seeking counseling is a great thing, especially because
Absolutely.
I've heard a lot about, like, because I'm not crazy, I haven't been married for crazy long, right?
Yeah.
That, like, people feel either super depressed or super anxious when they first get married, because it's a big change in a life and you're now
Yeah.
with someone forever.
Yeah.
And how a bunch of different things can change and life can change crazy. I'm lucky, married my best friend.
Oh, that's
Life didn't change.
yeah. It's very true
But, like,
though.
I can see that being, like, a possibility, or, like, in the future, when we get older and our lives really do change and our relationship has changed so much that, like, I would be anxious and worried about everything that's
Absolutely.
going on.
Well, I mean, as you grow, you change as a person. And if you're constantly changing people, you have to reintroduce yourself to the other person. That's the hardest part. You have to continue to go,
Yeah.
hey, look, this is who I am today. This is who I am tomorrow. It's a constant, ever
Yeah.
changing shift. And if you're not willing to communicate those changes, those new needs, those new wants in a relationship, it's not going to stay the same. You are
Yeah.
going to have shifts in it. And if you're not willing to
I
work on it, that,
even with, like, our friendship, I feel like the reason why it's grown and has become something that's great is because of how much we communicate with each other. And we
yes.
talk about what's going on or plans that change and different things like that. It's not like if something happens with Ethan and I need to go hang out with him, it's not like I just don't say anything and don't show up.
Yeah, no, it's never been the case.
I'm like, yo, this happened, gotta go.
Yeah, exactly. It's again, that might be the part that bothered me most because it doesn't sound like
Yeah.
he truly spoke to her at any point. That's the issue.
Yeah.
He's saying all these things about how hurt he feels and how rejected he feels and yada yada, but never once does he say, we had this whole sit down conversation where she said she was going to change in these different ways and then she didn't do those things.
Yeah.
If that had been the
And
case, he wouldn't have been the one in the wrong.
yes. Also, his communicating, especially if he's not doing a great job of just, like, talking about it could be, like, passive aggressive stuff that she didn't catch
Oh,
because it
yeah.
hasn't been going on long.
Well, granted, again, there's a
So,
10-year age gap. He's had plenty of time to, I guess, learn how to not manipulate, right? I'm not gonna use that one, but I guess play around the things he wants to say to her truly, and that he's not quite saying. Either she catches it or she doesn't. And that's a tough
yeah.
thing because half the time she's gonna think, oh, you want me to fix this? Okay, great. I can fix that. I'll do my best. Maybe attempt to improve on that, but that's not what he really wanted. Again, like I said, I feel like he is aiming for a very specific thing here. And like with most marriages and or just those that I guess aren't entirely built on the immense love and passion you have for that other person, this Mexi is going to get a little less and a little less because you have less of a need for it,
Yeah.
right? You are still being emotionally fulfilled, so you don't always need to be physically intimate to, I guess, fill in those gaps between. I'm not going to say they're gaps really, but as you
Yeah.
get older, your libido lessens. So the fact that she's no longer willing to just rough and tough it all the time. What did you expect? You know, like you're getting older. Come on,
Yeah.
guy. Come on. Like, Lord.
Okay. As great as this conversation has been, I'm so excited for yours.
Dude, I have been waiting for this one. This has been the one I've been so excited about purely because, again, I added this very last minute and I have been waiting. Okay.
I am so excited.
Would I be the asshole if I subject my lying, cheating husband to possible deportation by divorcing him? This is by... Okay, that seems like an outlandish name if I pronounce it the way I want to, but it's on r/am I the asshole 50 minutes ago. I'm very emotional right now, so I might not be able to clearly explain everything, but I'll try. So I, female 34, just found out via confession/slip-up that my husband, male 38, instead of working 13 hours a day, was actually working 8 hours a day and spending the rest of the time in gay bars. Through 10 years of our marriage, there were many things that we talked about him giving out gay vibes people at work, his coworkers thinking that he's gay, him dressing in certain ways, spending time in certain places. So multiple times I asked him if he's actually gay. He insisted that he's not. But honestly, his actions look like he is. He said that's not only he's not gay, that he hates gay and to maintain that he's not gay. He hits on women in those bars. So he confessed on flirting with women in the bar to prove to me he's not gay. Because I said that if he found himself realizing he's gay, that I'll support him. Now, through the 10 years of our marriage, he insisted that he just likes to drink and he doesn't like to talk to anyone there. And it's like he's very faithful and he would never cheat. And he never even talked to women. I used to believe that. Now he's telling me that I'm crazy and he's not gay and I'm ruining our marriage, but I have a feeling that I was not only a beard in a lavender marriage that I wasn't aware of, but I also was cheated on and lied to for 10 years straight. While I was at home raising our children, being married, single mother, thinking that he's working hard to provide for us and that's why he was very uninvolved in our life. But also that all this time he never actually made enough money for us to be off food stamps until now, which was a mystery for me how you can earn so little when you work so hard. But now I see he was doing what he loved to do, just cooking. He's a chef. So he pursued his passion, built his career, lived his life just like he would have if he wasn't married and had children. Turns out he had a lot of personal life of work too, while telling me he's at work. While I sacrificed years of my life and poured myself into this family, that was just the cover for him. Also, he gets his immigration status in US through our marriage. Am I just a way to prove to himself that he's not gay because he hates gays? I'm questioning my reality right now. He even but even if he's not gay, still his confession made me realize he took over this marriage seriously. He never took this marriage seriously. My bad. So I think he definitely cheated either with men or women. I honestly don't care. I want to divorce him, but he is now crying crocodile tears because he might lose his immigration status and get deported. He's saying that I'm overreacting and ruining our family and depriving our children of their father if he gets deported. And if he didn't confess/slip up, I would never have known. So I told him I will file for divorce. Is it too much to divorce a person who was pretty much using me for 10 years and didn't really see me as anything more than a function/means to an end/object rather than a human/wife/mother of his children? If he might get him deported, 10 years and he's going to gay bars. He's working only 8 hours a day when he's lying to you saying it's 13. So he can't make enough to support your family that he deliberately created to keep you in a situation where he was at an advantage so that he can go cheat on you in gay bars. Deport him!
Okay, to be fair, jokes aside, it is a very scary time with deportation and talking about how that happens.
Oh, yeah.
And what's going on with that, everything around that. I don't want to get into any of that, but I do recognize how scary and terrifying that is. And I think saying crocodile tears, especially because this is not that long ago. It was today.
It was today,
Or
50
a couple of
minutes
days.
ago, less than an
Yeah.
hour ago.
So it might not be crocodile tears about.
No, he's probably
the
actually crying, but the
deportation.
issue is,
Yeah.
again, he's been lying and cheating for 10
Yeah.
years.
Now back to that aspect, away from the super serious, scary thing about it.
10 years.
10 years.
10 whole years. It's like, how did y'all meet? First off. Second off, you met this woman. You convinced her to marry you and have your children, to turn around on her and start cheating and then lying about it. And mind you, she figured it out from a slip up. She trusted him up until he admitted it. That's sad. She trusted that man up until he admitted it out of his own mouth.
Can we both agree that he is most definitely in a lavender marriage?
Oh, absolutely. But if he had gone, she literally told him, hey,
Like, if
if
he
you're
was
gay,
going
just
to
be
regular
honest.
bars. Yeah, like, the thing with me is that he's so adamant that he isn't gay, but he's hitting on girls in a gay bar.
Yeah, that's not...
The girls that go to gay bars are gay.
Yeah, well, not only that, either, again, he is definitely gay, or he's a predator of women who didn't want to be hit on. Because I'm gonna be real, me and my friends go to gay bars because we don't feel like being hit on by men, and we know the men in this bar are gay. So that's where we go so that we are comfortable. So it's either he's a predator or he's gay. I'm sorry. There's only two options there. Only two real options in that scenario.
And if the gay bar happens to be like a gay bar where it's not like a full gay bar but gives gay bar vibes,
you've got another
like that's also a possibility.
Yeah, that could very well be one. Yeah, like it's considered one, but everyone goes there because it's popular.
Yeah,
that could very well be a situation too.
But 10 years?
10 whole years.
That has to probably be an exaggeration. There's no way he went on with that for 10 years and she didn't know.
Right.
Or she just blatantly ignored it.
Well, granted, most people think it's rage bait or an entirely fabricated post. Somebody said if this is a real post, his immigration status isn't your problem. Don't stay married to a cheater and liar. He's living another life. Divorce him and move on with your life. Like, wow. But most people do think it's some kind of fake post.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
Yeah, that's an issue for all the time. But the rest of them are so, like, what? As long as you're not the one calling ICE on your soon-to-be ex-husband, I don't see the problem. He chose to flip around, and now he'll find out that actions have consequences.
I don't know 100% because I haven't ever had to go through immigration, but I'm pretty sure if you're here for 10 years after being married, you can file for citizenship.
Probably. Like, I feel like at this point, as long as he was on his P's and Q's, there shouldn't be an issue. But again, he was comfortable. That's the real issue. He got too comfortable.
If this is real, I feel so bad.
Right? Like 10 years, you have kids together. You trusted him. I think that's the hard part right there. You place trust where trust was abused.
I also don't know how she would have gone 10 years without knowing.
I feel like that's easy.
That's a big question for me.
She believes this man works 13 hours out of the day to support their family. Right? 13 hours is a long time. Depending on what hour he actually goes into work, she knows she's not seeing him till after dark.
But if he's cooking 13 hours for a cook would make some sense.
Yeah. Like, I've seen it, but at the same time, they have, like, days off.
Yeah.
But it's just, God, dog, 10 years. And granted, I feel like at some point he did obviously admit to going to these gay bars. I don't know if that was in, like, the same conversation where she found out that he was definitely cheating or not, but...
Yeah, I want to know how the conversation came up.
Right? Like, I am definitely curious. Which I feel like... Okay, so she does mention where she realized that only now can they stop using food stamps. Mind you, he works 13 hours a day. Only now is she able to get off of food stamps? With that being said, that might have been where the conversation led. It's like, okay, we can afford to do these things now. That's great. Does that mean you can also start working less, right? Maybe she starts pushing him about his hours and whatnot. It's like, well, now that we don't have to like struggle as hard, how about taking some time off? Let's be together as a family. Only for this man to be bothered by that question and then proceed to more or less slip up because she's kind of saying
Yeah.
slip up here, that he's not even at work all those 13 hours. He's instead hanging out at gay bars. He's not gay though. He's not gay. Instead, he's flirting with women at these gay bars. I'm flirting with women, just so you know. And mind you, she quotes the fact that up until now, there have been plenty of like just a little fruity semblances to this man. She's like, hey, babes, are you gay? Like, I'll support you. Like, I will support you if you're gay. And he vehemently denies it. She is the proof that he's not gay, which is sad. I feel like he was trying to prove it to himself. The fact that he's living on a visa and doesn't want to appear so, I wonder if it's part of his culture or the society that he normally would come from. And that's why he's so defiantly against being gay while also probably definitely being so.
Yes. In the closet forever closet.
My closet forever closet. Forever closeted things. Like it's definitely not a positive situation. God dog.
Man. Wow.
Uh,
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's saying get tested. Being unhappy in a marriage is sufficient reason to get a divorce. He's made his choices and the consequences are on him, not you. You've established that he's been lying to you in regard to his work, activity, and his behavior in general gives you good reason to doubt his fidelity regardless of his sexual preferences. Not the asshole. That's actually crazy though.
Yeah.
Oh, I would lose my mind.
I do have to say the title is wild.
Right? That's a good title
Like,
right there.
based off the title alone, I would have said asshole.
Like, that's clickbait and I love it, but also the story is accurate. The story is accurate. The story might be even worse, low key. 10 years? Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like 5 wouldn't be better, but at the same time, like, you wouldn't feel like you had spent all this time and effort on your significant other that obviously cared none.
Man.
It's tough. I cry every time.
Hey, well, if there's an update, we will give updates.
Oh, yeah. I will give an update on this one. Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah. Catch us next time then. See if there is. Maybe there isn't.
Exactly. Hey,
give us your opinion.
Right? Do you agree? Are they assholes? Are they not? Let us know in the comments below.
Okay. Well, this was Peep.
Yep, this was the Peep. Kisses, smooches.
Peep.
Mwah.
Bye. Bye.